So I guess there's a Vikings player with a new name.
Can you say Target fail?
Yeah, wow. Teddy Bridgewater. Oh my goodness. Wow, how does that jersey get hung up at Target without somebody noticing it?
Honestly, I think
in many stores too.
this is the NFL trying to reach out to women after their debacle with Ray Rice and go, okay, we're going to call it Bridgewater to
Oh,
try to
whatever.
make up for it.
Maybe that's one explanation. Maybe.
I mean, how do you, like you said, how does it get through so many people's eyes and you don't
Yeah.
notice when it's the #1 pick that you had in the entire draft?
Right, anticipated to be the quarterback, right?
He's going to be splitting reps tonight against the kick off their season against the,
Yeah.
well, not their season, preseason against the Raiders tonight. He's going to be splitting reps with Castle. So
Yeah.
he's obviously throwing the pill pretty well, and they're going to call him Bridgewater.
Maybe they did it on purpose.
That's what I'm saying. It's a female
No,
reach out
he did
after
not.
the Ray Rice debacle, right, Rhonda?
It is not.
There was one guy.
Someone epically failed in the back. What I don't understand is how it made it out of the back, out of the
Right,
stockroom,
right.
and onto hangers, and then on the display.
Well, I'm
and
telling
no one
you,
noticed.
everyone's rushed. All it takes is someone who doesn't follow football to hang those babies up.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, it
That's
happens all the time. Mistakes happen.
That's for sure.
There was one guy who was joking around about how it's how we welcome new players. It's like rookie hazing.
Exactly.
Happened
I
7 years
love
ago.
that.
Nice. But seriously, 70 Target stores it made it to. That's pretty bad.
He should show up to the game tonight in like a bride's dress.
I
or
know
something.
he should. He should.
would be
At least
great.
wearing that jersey.
Yes.
At least. That'd be funny. That's a good one. We'll stay tuned. We'll see what happens
Yeah.
next with it.
So we've been talking to you about bears that sometimes they go and they'll, ransack garbage or go hit up someone's tent. Well, more and more apparently, according to Rhonda, we're seeing bears now walking around like literally humans dressed up as bears. This is in New Jersey. You can see here, someone's got a video. But honestly, that looks like some dude dressed up in some bear suit.
Right.
Look at that.
Until he hits the woods, but it's kind of a loping bear movement until he hits the woods back there, and then he goes on 4. I guess this bear's been spotted several different times.
That is hysterical.
And the guy felt sorry. The guy who woke up to exercise early in the morning, who happened to see the bear, said he felt sorry for him because he looked kind of skinny and couldn't find anything in the garbage can.
Aww.
I know. And then they were talking with some game and fish people in New Jersey, and I guess bears only do this. They can walk really well, as you can see, on their hind legs, but they don't do it a lot unless they're forced to. Like, he thinks maybe the bear is injured.
Ah.
Possibly, because he's walking so,
I mean, he was walking
easing
like
up on the 2 front legs.
literally a human. So
Yeah.
this
Had
is
to put a compassionate component in there. Anyway.
This is the latest, I don't know, trial, I guess, maybe by President Putin out of Russia and Crimea, where now we've got a zonkey. This is, I don't know what to make of this.
Or
The story actually says
zebroid, you could call it that
a
too.
lonesome zebra that got intimate with a donkey.
Yeah, they said the zebra was, I think the baby's cute.
Maybe it wasn't lonesome. Maybe it was something a little bit
Well,
different.
they said it was lonesome. The zookeepers did. It was in its own pen, and then they decided to put it in with some donkeys, and the
Tell me,
zebra took a liking to one of the donkeys.
what does that make you think of? Shrek. That's Shrek with Donkey and the Dragon.
Oh.
And they had their little donkey dragons.
Yeah,
I
sure.
just think that is
I
classic.
think that baby's cute.
Oh,
It's
it's
really sweet. They don't like that
adorable.
to happen, though. They don't. It's frowned upon. You know, that kind of mating. Producing a zonkey.
he was lonely.
Yeah, she. I think it was. Yeah, that's Mama there. Mama was lonely.
Yeah, Mama was lonely.
Mama was lonely.
She was giving off the pheromones.
Well, it's just like, what was it, last week, Andrea? We were talking about that, the geep, the goat and the sheep
yeah.
that got together and had
That's
a little
right.
baby geep. It happens.
It happens. All around the
Well,
world.
anyways, I haven't told you much about my holiday because I, didn't really want this to get out.
You don't want to brag and let us
Exactly.
know really how much you're making.
Well, and who I'm hanging out with
Right,
and what I'm up
right.
to when I go on these holiday trips because it's kind of, private. It's a family thing.
Yeah.
So this morning I'm scrolling through Mail Online, Daily Mail, and they've got not pictures of me, but pictures of who I was hanging out with
Exposed.
over the past weekend on my holiday
It's
trip.
out there. Yeah.
And since now it's out there, I figured I might as well share it with you. This is the yacht I was hanging out with Bill Gates on. We were in Italy.
Wow, is that a super yacht?
It's a super yacht,
Wow.
yeah. Yeah, I pitched in for half of it.
Yeah.
And then we
How
had a
much that set you back?
helicopter.
It's only $5 million a week.
Yeah, it was, so I mean, you know. Then we had a helicopter that would fly Billy and I to tennis.
Right.
So whenever we wanted to go play a little tennis match, the helicopter would just rev up and.
You've got 2 helicopter pads, actually.
Well, and a submarine as well. No, and a submarine too, where we would go down. I would take Billy's kids and like show them, you know, the depths of the sea, and so yeah, it was a good trip.
That's pretty awesome, and it was in Italy. That's where you
Yes.
jetted off for 5 days.
Yes, I hung out with Lake Como with George Clooney for a little while afterwards, and
Wow.
there's me. Well, you don't see me there, but I was dancing around that fireplace at one point, and
Yeah.
it was great.
No,
I mean, that
really.
is the sickest pad ever.
I
Look at that.
know. I know.
Is there a golf course on there?
It cost
be.
$330 million to build. But you know what? It's nice to see Bill Gates spending his money on something that's not philanthropic. You know? Why not? I mean, he's with his family on the boat. He's got his 3 kids, his wife.
Yes.
Why not? Why not?
It talks about how he literally, not kidding, would had a helicopter to go play tennis.
Yeah.
Then he would come back, hit the jet skis with the kids.
The
I
gym,
mean,
the theater, all the other. That's pretty awesome, though. What a
can you
scene.
imagine just like
I can't.
grapes? Somebody feed me grapes.
Yeah. Okay. Alec Baldwin's
Coming up
wife is a yoga instructor, and she's trying to do post a selfie yoga pose every day for a year. And she's been coming up with some really creative ones, you know, on tractors and all sorts of stuff. Wish we had that one. That would resonate with our viewers, right? Here's one in the bathroom on the scale. It's a little odd, but all I can say is, man, she's just strong. She's got a strong body, a strong yoga body.
That's actually very normal because anyone who's going to marry Alec Baldwin is clearly
Needs to
a
be.
little strange.
Oh, I thought you meant strong in case he gets like his temper goes bizarre.
That's what I mean. The dude is off the charts wacko, and if you're going to marry him, you're like, okay.
Well, typically though, he's goes after the photographers, the paparazzi, who are getting in his
Or his
face.
daughter. Do you remember the voicemail he left his daughter?
Oh yeah, that was. Ooh,
That was
yeah.
horrendous.
Yeah,
Do
I'm
you
not
remember that?
justifying him or anything. You know,
That was like painful.
that was awful. Like you would never say that to your daughter.
Oh, I wouldn't say that to anybody. Even if I
No,
didn't
no.
like you, I wouldn't say those
No,
things to you.
no.
I mean, it was just like, oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
But she married him.
Yeah, I know. She sees something that we don't. Okay. Sharks. What? What? What's so funny? I'm just being honest.
meant where I probably shouldn't have.
Oh, okay. Well, spit it out next time.
Okay.
It's okay. It's a Friday. Sharks, right? We've got cameras to follow sharks. Sometimes they don't like those. They're like underwater remote control camera
They're
units.
like intrusive people.
Right, right. And so they might chomp on the unit. Do we have any video we can show? This is what it is. This is the torpedo-shaped remote control, and sharks are territorial, or they might just think it's prey. I don't know. But look at that.
Oh my goodness.
It's gonna ruin its teeth. That's all I have to say.
I don't think so. His teeth are probably like
I
diamond
know,
sharp.
I know, but it's metal. Where was that shark the other day when he needed to save the other shark from the alligator?
Exactly.
Where was that one? Anyway,
Not in
isn't that
sight.
kind of neat?
It is. It's crazy.
cool.
So a toddler is hanging out at the White House. You know, I don't know if you've ever been to the White House?
No.
So they've
I've
got
been to the White House.
Yeah, they got the fence around it,
Yeah.
and it's pretty clear, like, okay, I shouldn't cross this fence, and if you do, typically Secret Service is going to bum rush
Yeah.
you. So I don't know where these parents were, but some toddler somehow squeezes through the fence of the White House. I don't know if we have a pic or not, but
Triggers a bunch of alarms, I'm
yeah,
sure.
I'm sure things went nuts. And then Michelle came out and gave him some salary, so everything was okay.
They didn't book him, they just gave him back to his parents for a timeout. Yeah.
For a timeout,
I'm
yes.
sure his parents were right there, but if it's a toddler, I mean, they're gone in seconds.
I know.
And I don't know, shouldn't they consider maybe making that gate a little smaller so that somebody can't squeeze through it? You know what I mean? Like that's a fear on all sorts of balconies and everything. You know, can a kid squeeze their head through their melon through through the spokes? And if yes, then you move them closer together. I mean, it's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
But apparently, a small child can fit through the fence at the
forgot
White
we have
House.
time.
Keep that in
Anyway,
mind,
it's kinda
parents.
cute. Okay, how much time do we have?
About 30 seconds-ish.
Oh, okay, it's time to wrap. Fertilizer. Fertilizing your lawn before Labor Day. We've got an expert from NDSU doing our gardening segment.
And then accessorizing
Yes.
in layers.
And a band, Cottonwood. They're awesome in Bismarck. So
We'll
stay
be
close.
right back.